Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be reviewing the Storm Phaze 5. The Phaze 5 is the newest ball in the Master line and basically a replacement to a Phaze 4. The Phaze 4 was one of the balls that was lightly restricted because of the issues with them being too soft. So in turn Storm has came back, created a new polish with it, left the cover stock the same, left the core the same, but changed the colors on it. What I did find compared to a Phaze 4, this ball is definitely a little bit cleaner and picks up a little bit more. That's why I would prefer the Phaze 5 over the Phaze 4. A little bit about the ball. The cover stock on it is still the R2S Pro reactive cover stock, velocity core, and in 15 pounds has an RG of 248 and a diff of 051. It does have the new Reactigloss on it, which is basically Storm's new version of the polish. Reactigloss still gives you that very clean look through the front and the sharp move on the back end. Definitely still quick off friction, so it is going to kind of be similar to the polish. This is definitely a little bit more tackier than the old 1500 grit polish. So with the video, I do have two different footages on it. So I did originally have one layout on the Phaze 5. It was 35 by 5 1/4 by 25. After filming, it felt like it was just a little bit too long and unpredictable, I would say. It didn't give me enough continuation through the pocket. I did go back and plug the ball and I changed the layout to 5 by 40 just because that's the same layout that I have in my High Road Pearl and gives it a little bit more continuation, and that will be on lane 7. Both lanes have been burnt up after a league. On lane 17, that is going to be a lane that is a 4-man league, 3 games, so a little bit of traffic on it. And then on lane 7, that is actually a 5-man league with 3 games, so that one is going to be burned up a little bit more, and that was the one that I was bowling on. Also, the layout that I did change with it, I did put it on a Haas machine and ended up taking it to 4,000 grit too, so it would pick up a little bit more. First impressions of the Phaze 5, this is definitely going to be a ball that's going to be good on breakdown, kind of in between your game 2, game 3. R2S is a pretty weak cover stock, and with the velocity core being a stronger core, it creates a very clean but strong motion. When you compare it to something like a High Road Pearl, the High Road Pearl is definitely a lot cleaner, but a little bit more archier just because of the way that the core numbers are. I do really like my High Road Pearl. I would definitely say that both of these looks kind of complement one another. So if your Phaze 5 is going too long and being too sharp, you'd be able to go to something like a High Road Pearl and be able to get still a clean, continuous motion. If you look at balls like the Phaze 2 and the Phaze 3, the Phaze 2 is really meant to control the pattern and be more of a ball that's on the fresh. And then from there, the Phaze 3 would basically be your step down once the Phaze 2 is having a hard time making the corner or just burning too much energy. Then you would go to the Phaze 3 because it would give you in-between look between the Phaze 2 and the Phaze 5. Then the Phaze 5 is when the Phaze 3 and the Phaze 2 are just way too much ball. You're not having good looks with them. The Phaze 5 will give you that clean, sharp motion that you're looking for. That way you can continue to bowl and continue to score if you have the other two in your bag. I would definitely say if you have a Phaze 2, a Phaze 5 is going to be a great step down. If you have something that's stronger, that's a solid, you'd be talking like Zensoul, things like that too, even though the Zensoul is a hybrid, you'd definitely be able to go to this once they start to burn up. I would definitely say this ball is a great complement to the Phaze 2. When we look at the ball with the new layout, I would definitely say that this ball does hook a little bit more overall. I did shorten the pin distance a little bit, so it would make it technically a little bit stronger, but using a 40 degree for the barrel angle, it's just going to make it a little bit stronger and not be as much of a hook set fast motion. This is going to make the motion a little bit rounder. I definitely like this motion a lot better than what I found with the original layout that I put on it. And I did bowl another 3-game set after League 2 and after filming it. I shot like 724 with it, and that's the best that I've bowled in a while. I would definitely say I prefer the newer layout on it, especially with the 4,000 grit. Just picks up a little bit more than the polish, and that's what I needed because the ball was going a little bit too long. I do really like the Phaze 5. I would definitely say it's a motion that I kind of need in my bag too, because I have the high-end stuff and then I have the low-end stuff, but I don't really have anything to really meet in the middle. Once again, I would love to give a huge shout out to Storm Bowling and Turbo Grips for giving me the best equipment that I have in the business. Really love what they're pushing out of both the facilities. Any questions that you guys do have, definitely comment below. Please subscribe if you did like the content that I give you, and thank you so much for watching.